started.
Hello there. I'm going to show you today how to put the slots in a fretboard. I started out with the, this is for a classical guitar, the Rosewood fretboard, and it doesn't have the slots in it. So what I did, here's a classical guitar, and I simply measured the distance from the nut to the frets on both sides, and of course there's different ways to do this, and then I transferred that to here, and where I needed to make a mark, I pressed a hole here and a hole there, and then simply connected the two using a scratch awl, using this tool here, a scratch awl. And then I went up the fingerboard. Sometimes, to emphasize where a mark would go, I would put some tape across and use that as a guide. So once I got my marks established where the frets are supposed to be, and it's important you get it accurate or the guitar is going to be out of tune. Then I had a piece of leftover fretboard, and for a given fret, I would take a heavy clamp and clamp it to the fretboard, making sure my mark was lined up just perfectly on the edge there. Then I would use what's called an X-Acto saw. It's got very, maybe you can't see it, very fine teeth on there. And I would use that to, it's a thin curved saw is what it is. Use that to cut my slots. And here you can see a slot that's finished. And you don't want to go too deep, but look at your fret wire, to show you how deep you want to go. So anyway, I'm working my way up the fretboard here using the X-Acto saw, and it's working out pretty good. And okay, to summarize, I use this to scratch the initial fret, and I'm using this to take it to depth. And make sure you clamp it all the way up so you get a straight cut. And we'll look at some more things as we progress. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to put a fret in for you, and I've already put 4 in. Well, the way I do it, I get a roll of fret wire, and I simply measure each fret, and then I use these nippers to cut it as closely as I can to length. Now I've already installed these 4 frets here. I'm going to do this one for you. Now if your slot's not wide enough, you can't get your fret wire to go in, but hopefully for this video we'll be able to get it to go in. Now what I do is I put super glue on it to hold it down. This lid froze on me, cap froze on me, so I'm squeezing it out the bottom here. Okay, hopefully this will go in while I'm on camera here. Try and avoid too much super glue on your fingers. And then tap it flush with the edge. Push here. Maybe even tap. Now what I do, I've got a arbor press here, and this is while the glue is still wet. I get it over here, and I push down on that fret gradually at first. Okay, and then I ramp it up, maybe move it a little bit even. Get it in, force it in that slot. Okay, it looks like it's in. I put quite a bit of pressure on it actually. Then instead of holding it with my hands, I prop the rod up with something to hold it. Looks like it's not going to hold for the camera, so I'll just hold it here, and I just work my way up the fingerboard, and it should work for you. Thank you.